Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the delightful art of matching herbs and spices with vegetables. It's all about enhancing the flavors naturally.
I'm all in. There's something magical about how a sprinkle of the right herb can completely transform a dish.
Absolutely. For instance, take artichokes. They're best paired with parsley, bay leaves, coriander, and paprika. And you add coriander before cooking while the others can come in later.
Yes, that layering of flavors is so key. It lets you play with textures and taste in dishes like grilled artichokes or, yeah, even a risotto twist.
Right. And then we have asparagus, which really sings with dill, marjoram, nutmeg, and rosemary. It's like a natural harmony, especially when you saute it in herb infused butter.
Bacon wrapped asparagus is a standout too. Small tweaks with herbs can really elevate a simple dish.
Exactly. Moving on to beetroot, which pairs well with a whole array pepper, coriander, thyme, dill, chives, ginger, cloves, and sage, giving it that underappreciated flavor boost whether in soups or salads.
Sounds like a flavor explosion, though. Sometimes I wonder, don't you think that sometimes too many spices might, mask the vegetable's natural notes?
I get that, but it's all about balance, enhancing rather than overwhelming. With beetroot, for example, a subtle touch of ginger or chives can really bring its earthiness forward.
True, it's like a careful dance between the vegetable and the seasoning.
Now, think about broccoli. It's extremely versatile. Pair it with sage, chives, oregano, thyme, rosemary, garlic, marjoram, and even a bit of nutmeg. It's one of those veggies where you really can experiment, right?
Yes, whether you're going for spicy and savory or creamy and cheesy, broccoli seems to be a true chameleon on the plate.
And Brussels sprouts, which, despite a bad reputation, can be mellowed with rosemary, parsley, caraway, nutmeg, oregano, or marjoram to help soften that strong taste.
Absolutely. I love when a bit of maple syrup is added too. It's a game changer, turning sprouts from bitter to brilliantly balanced.
Now moving to cabbage. Often cabbage needs a bit of assistance. A mix of bay leaves, lemon, garlic, curry, marjoram, nutmeg, chives, and parsley can turn it into something truly memorable. Even a dash of bacon never hurt a dish.
I agree. Cabbage soup with just a hint of lemon and garlic can be surprisingly comforting, especially on a chilly day.
Carrots, too, can be really fun. They work equally well with parsley, basil, curry, chives, sage, or thyme. And if you're feeling a little exotic, think coconut paired with curry, or even a mix of cinnamon and nutmeg.
That's like turning a humble side into a vibrant centerpiece, so versatile, right?
Exactly. Cauliflower, similarly, is incredibly adaptable. It takes on basil, dill, ginger, curry, nutmeg, oregano, coriander, or even mint, like it's a blank canvas for flavor.
That's true. Mashed cauliflower with thyme and tarragon, for instance, can mimic a creamy potato experience without the starchy load.
Then there's courgette, often called zucchini. It stays friendly with garlic, basil, parsley, and oregano. It's so basic yet fundamentally satisfying when prepared correctly.
Right? And it's that simplicity that makes it so appealing to experiment with in lighter dishes and salads.
Cucumber is another case. It prefers more refreshing herbs like rosemary, dill, mustard, pepper, basil, or chives, keeping the flavors light and crisp, a perfect companion in a cool salad.
Yeah, nothing beats a simple cucumber salad with a hint of dill or basil on a hot summer day.
Shifting gears to vegetables starting with E to M, eggplant or aubergine as some call it, has really fun pairings. Garlic, parsley, mint, sage, curry, basil, rosemary, and oregano. It's robust and can easily embrace a spicy kick.
That makes me think of a vegetarian eggplant lasagna. Imagine that rich flavor profile with those herbs.
Exactly. And then green beans. They're best with garlic, basil, dill, nutmeg, and pepper. These beans are so easy to prepare and bring out a delightful crunch.
Yes, and their crisp texture loves just a little seasoning. It really emphasizes their natural vibrancy.
Leeks, which are a sort of gourmet version of onions, match well with mustard, parsley, dill, bay leaves, thyme, paprika, and celery salt. They're delicate yet hearty.
That's fascinating. They're like the refined cousin of the everyday onion.
Lettuce, being watery and subtle, calls for gentle touches of basil, chives, thyme, tarragon, dill, and parsley, otherwise, you overpower its clean flavor.
I love that idea. Lettuce wraps with just a sprinkle of herbs can really make a meal.
Now, mushrooms are next. They pair nicely with ginger, pepper, cumin, parsley, and thyme. Their unique texture just begs for those bold flavors to accentuate them.
Absolutely, though sometimes I wonder if adding too many spices to mushrooms might uh, overshadow their inherent earthiness. What do you think?
That's a fair point. It's definitely a fine line. It's like, you want to complement, but not compete. Using just a touch of cumin and thyme can really enhance their natural savoriness without overwhelming them.
That makes sense. Subtlety is key when working with such adaptable ingredients.
Onions also have a robust pairing list. Paprika, celery, salt, pepper, coriander, basil, garlic, marjoram, and sage are fantastic choices. They can be grilled, caramelized, or even made into dips, each variation offering different nuances.
Right, onions are like the Swiss Army knife of the vegetable world. They fit into so many dishes.
And peas, when treated with tarragon, mint, parsley, nutmeg, sage, marjoram, and basil, can really transform from a basic veggie into a star ingredient in soups or side dishes.
I love hearing about these combinations. It makes you want to experiment in your own kitchen immediately.
Finally, potatoes and even silver beets, or Swiss chard as some know it, also have tailored pairings. Potatoes do well with garlic, nutmeg, paprika, pepper, rosemary, or thyme, and silver beets pair with nutmeg, basil, coriander, sage, marjoram, bay leaves, garlic, or rosemary.
It's almost like each vegetable has its own personality and a unique set of spice friends that bring out its best side.
Exactly, and the whole idea is to experiment. The article encourages us to try different pairings, like tomatoes, which can go with basil, tarragon, garlic, chives, dill, mint, oregano, paprika, fennel, parsley, or thyme, to discover new flavor profiles.
And it's that kind of creativity that makes cooking a true art, right?
Absolutely. Also, a quick tip. Always remember to use more fresh herbs and a bit less when working with dried ones, since dried herbs are more potent. So you don't end up overpowering your dish.
Right, that's a crucial point. Freshness can make all the difference in such recipes.
It's really like um, each herb and spice is a brushstroke in the culinary canvas of your dish, patiently waiting for you to experiment and perfect the flavor balance.
I love that analogy. A culinary canvas where every ingredient adds a unique hue. It's both fun and sophisticated at the same time.
Yeah, it emphasizes that cooking isn't just following recipes, it's understanding the interplay of flavors, tweaking, and having fun with it.
Exactly. And with so many options, from artichokes to tomatoes, there's literally endless potential for creative, mouth-watering outcomes.
It's a testament to how herbs and spices can um, elevate even the simplest vegetables into something extraordinary. The secret is in the balance, experimentation, and a dash of courage.
Really well put. I feel inspired to head back to the kitchen and try out some of these pairings. It's like a little adventure in every dish.
Yes, indeed. And even if a few experiments don't hit the mark, it's all the process of learning what works best. Remember, every great chef started with a little trial and error.
Absolutely. The road to culinary mastery is paved with lots of creative experiments, each one a lesson in itself.
So, whether you're into hearty soups, vibrant salads, or even daring new recipes, matching herbs and spices to vegetables gives you the freedom to explore and redefine your meals.
I couldn't agree more. It's an invitation to produce dishes that are not just food, but a full experience of taste and creativity.
Well said. And for anyone out there curious about pairing herbs with veggies, take it one step at a time. Start experimenting with a few simple combinations, and soon you'll be creating flavor profiles that are uniquely yours.
Exactly, and that's what makes this journey so rewarding. Each meal becomes a little masterpiece, a culinary adventure.
All right, that's our deep dive into the world of herbs, spices, and vegetables. Thanks for the great chat and all the enthusiastic insights.
Thanks for laying it all out so clearly. Cheers to many delicious experimental dishes ahead.